Today we're going to celebrate Disney's greatest star. No, not that one. I'm referring, of course, to Mickey Mouse. It's November 2021, and that means it's time for Mickey Mouse's 93rd birthday.
Mickey, come over for a party.
Everyone knows that Mickey Mouse was introduced on November 18th, 1928, in Steamboat Willie, and Disney fans have been celebrating his birthday ever since. In fact, there's a whole history of Mickey's birthday celebrations through the decades, written by me. Admittedly, it was written for Mickey's 60th birthday, but you can read that article on my blog. But in today's video, we're going to celebrate not so much Mickey on a cereal box, because we've already done that in an earlier video, but Mickey through the years, through the years. In other words, some of the memorabilia that has been created celebrating Mickey's many decades of making audiences smile. To start, we have the very first issue of the Wonderful World of Disney magazine, which was a premium offered by Gulf gasoline stations, and this was published in 1968. Now, we've already seen a little bit about Gulf's sponsorship in the Disney compilation album video, so make sure you take a look at that video if you haven't already seen it. But aside from those compilation albums, Gulf made available this Disney magazine. And in the very first issue, since it was 1968, as part of Mickey's 40th birthday celebration, inside there's an entire article about Mickey through the years. And it's quite grand. Here's the artwork, which I believe was done at this time, showing Mickey through the years, and it's quite famous. It was adapted for many, many years as the logo for the Walt Disney Archives, which was founded in 1970, so just a couple of years after this. And for just a two-page spread, it really does a nice job of showing some of the highlights of Mickey. Everything from Steamboat Willie to Brave Little Tailor, getting Minnie in there. And best of all, we have this glorious painting of Mickey, this portrait that was painted by Disney legend John Hench for Mickey's 25th anniversary in 1953. And then the very next year, Walt displayed it proudly in the first episode of the Disneyland TV series, which debuted in 1954.
Welcome. I guess you all know this little fella here. It's an old partnership. Mickey and I started out the first time many, many years ago. We've had a lot of our dreams come true.
So there's a lot of history that just comes out from this one thing. And by the way, please stay tuned to the end of this video, because I'm going to be showing you two special things. One is one of the projects I'm most proud of being associated with, and also one of the strangest artifacts connected with Mickey through the years. So be sure and stay tuned. Now here we have a set of figures. This set was issued, I believe, by the Disney Store. It really is wonderful. I'm not sure it was associated with any particular anniversary. I think maybe it was just a fun set of figures, but maybe one of you knows better. But at any rate, it goes all the way from Steamboat Willie, of course in 1928, through Runaway Brain in 1995. And it's not the monster Mickey from Runaway Brain. It's Mickey as himself, but that's very appropriate. You would not want to end this great lineup with a monster Mickey. We also have Two Gun Mickey, Brave Little Tailor, The Sorcerer's Apprentice, The Nifty 90s, The Mickey Mouse Club. Quite a tribute to Mickey. And despite the box being in such a bad shape, I really feel fortunate to have this. Now, there have been a number of trading card sets that have been issued over the years, and I think another time we'll take a closer look at some of those. But today we're going to look at this one called Celebrate Mickey, 75 Years of Fun. Unfortunately, the box is in bad shape, and the lid is missing, which is too bad, because it's very nice. But it's issued by Upper Deck, and some of you collectible card folks know that they are one of the best, and they are still a Disney licensee today. So issued in 2004, and this is the complete set. It's a set of 75 cards, 75 for 75 years, plus 2 commemorative cards. And of course, this is unopened, so I'm not opening it to see what the other cards are. We'll show you some pictures of the cards, and they're really well done. Obviously celebrating Mickey's entire career through the years. This is another one that I'm very happy to have, even though the box is not in great shape. And by the way, let me take a quick moment to say, if you're enjoying this video, please hit that thumbs up symbol and give this video a like. Thank you so much. Now here is something that is in great shape, and this is from Mickey's 80th. 2008 saw this celebration of Mickey in the form of Pez dispensers, specially done for his 80th anniversary. And it's amazing because we have kind of a standard pose here and another standard pose here, but both beautifully done. But this is Gallopin' Gaucho. So how often do you see merchandise based on the Gallopin' Gaucho, which was the second Mickey Mouse cartoon produced after Plain Crazy, but the third one released because the actual release order was Steamboat Willie, Plain Crazy, and Gallopin' Gaucho. So that is super cool. Beautiful back. This is sealed, so I'm not going to open it. But inside is also a poster from the Mickey Mouse cartoon, The Wayward Canary, and it's a beautiful poster. This set from Pez also celebrates the 80th anniversary of Pez. Pez was created in 1927 in Vienna by Edward Haas III. Pez came to the United States in 1952, and in 1962 they became a Disney licensee. And of course, one of the first Disney Pez dispensers was Mickey Mouse, and many, many Disney Pez dispensers over the years. I know I have a few myself besides these, including Peg-Leg Pete. But we're not going to focus on him. We're focusing on our hero, Mickey. But again, this is just a great collectible. I don't even remember how I found this, but I was very happy I stumbled across it. I think it was just in a supermarket. As I mentioned, this is unopened and in mint condition, unlike a lot of the things I have. So I'm very happy about that. Now here we have a comic book, the flagship comic book of the Disney line, Walt Disney's Comics and Stories. This is issue number 455 from August 1978. And I can hear you saying, but Jim, isn't this video about Mickey Mouse? Where is Mickey on this cover? Because all we see are Donald and his nephews, who are the traditional cover subjects of this particular title. But look closer. Here is the great logo for Mickey's 50th. Happy Birthday, Mickey, 1978, Mickey's 50th, and there have seldom been bigger celebrations than there were that year. There was all kinds of merchandise issued, most of it with this great Happy Birthday, Mickey logo. Now remember, I promised that I would show you one of the strangest Mickey artifacts from Mickey through the years, and indeed it was for Mickey's 50th. Here is a record album, but it's not issued by Disneyland Records. It's issued by a Disney licensee that did some other Disney records as well, and this was issued by Ovation Records for Columbia House. It's interesting because I don't think it is a record that Disneyland Records would have created. Side 1 is a novelty song, I Grew Up on Mickey Mouse, and the rest of it is the Mickey Mouse Club 2 Generations. It's the original TV series Mickey Mouse Club from the 1950s, premiered in 1955, and has some of the music from that. The rest of it is from the new Mickey Mouse Club, which premiered in syndication in 1977 and was still happening, of course, in 1978. And we have several of the songs on there, ending with Disco Mouse. Can't forget that. And then notice I didn't mention side 2. Well, what about side 2 of this LP? What great Mickey Mouse content would have been on side 2 to celebrate Mickey's 50th? You guessed it, a medley from Bedknobs and Broomsticks. So I do find it one of the strangest artifacts issued about Mickey's 50th. And this very busy publicity art here, which I have to admit is not my favorite, but there is a lot of Mickey through the years here. Now, I also said I would share with you one of the projects which I'm most happy and proud to be associated with, and it is a Mickey project. It is this little pamphlet, if you will, or brochure, and this was issued for, as you can see, it says Celebrate the Spirit of Mickey, Mickey through the years, Y, capital EARS. So that's pretty good. Starting in 1998 for Mickey's 70th anniversary, and then also in the few years to follow to celebrate the new millennium, Disney's Big Rig, which was an 18-wheeler from Disney Consumer Products, toured the nation. And inside was an exhibit made up of artifacts from the Walt Disney Archives. So I had the great pleasure and honor of writing and helping put together the images from the Disney Photo Library to illustrate this timeline, and then this little overview of the importance of Mickey Mouse. And then on the back it says, "Thank you for visiting the Disney Big Rig." So everybody who visited that exhibit, wherever it went, got one of these brochures. Maybe you remember it coming to your hometown. If so, let us know in the comments below. And maybe you received one of these. Well, if you did, I wrote it, and I'm very, very proud of it. So we have some headings here. A Mickey Mouse World. Who's the leader of the club? Everything Mickey is new again, and forever Mickey. And it goes, of course, from 1928 all the way up to the 90s and 2000 and beyond. And we have books and toys and all kinds of artifacts along the way. And then Forever Mickey, 2000 and beyond, it says, Walt Disney once said of Mickey, all we ever intended for him or expected of him was that he should continue to make people everywhere chuckle with him and at him. Today, Mickey continues to make us feel younger, more part of our neighborhood and world, more enthusiastic, and happier for a moment. Whether we enjoy him in a video or on a watch, Mickey is our national champion of laughter, and the little guy who's kept us smiling through the years. So this November, as we celebrate Mickey's birthday, we remember that he's M-I-C-K-E-Y. Why? Because we like him. Please be on the lookout for more videos coming up. There's a new one every Tuesday here at Tulgey TV, and we'll have more Disney and more assorted subjects coming up soon, and even more Mickey. But until then, be with us next time when, as we approach the holidays, we take a survey of favorite candies, including Toot Sweets, Everlasting Gobstoppers, Bertie Bott's every flavor beans, and best of all, Crummy Buttons. Crummy Buttons. Blech.